Good day everyone, welcome to my channel BST African Electronic Surgery. And we have to fix something. We have some kind of job which is coming from our regular customer. This is some kind of monitor. You see this monitor, this is an Acer monitor. Let me see the model of this Acer. This is Acer 19-inch LCD monitor, model V193, and it came in as no power. That's the monitor. Yeah, it's not a good day for work. We have like pretty high temperatures outside. I think above 35 degrees Celsius. It's very hot. So I'll plug the AC in. AC in plugged. You can see the flashing orange light here. Pressing the power. It's doing nothing. Doing nothing. Yeah, it's still flashing. Like continuous flashing here. Pressing the power. Nothing on the screen. So we have to fix this. We have to fix this. Yeah, the monitor is still flashing like a non-continuous light, orange light. I can see there are no screws on this side. On the other side, no screws again. And you still have a flashing light here. You see this light? Continuous blinking light. So what can be faulty? What can be faulty? What can be faulty here? Let's try to take out everything here. I believe we have something. Something is not right with the power supply. I don't know what the error code for orange flashing light on Acer monitor means, but we'll see. So we are inside our monitor now. So what can be faulty here? Why this monitor is flashing continuous orange light? Here, what do we have here? We have the logic part. That's the logic board. We have the switching power supply. And on the switching power supply, you can see these dotted lines. Maybe you can see those dotted lines. These dotted lines, they are separating the high voltage area and the low voltage area. Okay. We do have the AC in here. After the AC, we have some filters. And yeah, let's try to read the schematics before we get inside here. We do have the AC here. After the AC, we do have the fuse. And obviously the fuse is good. Obviously the fuse is good. You can see 0 0. Like what I said, the fuse is good. So after the fuse, we do have this. This looks like the rectifier, and here we do have the big capacitor. After that, we have the transformer here. This chip looks like the driver. So what can be fault? If we have a flashing light, I don't think we have the problem. We are trying to replicate the problem before we get inside. We are trying to see what can be faulty here before we open the other side of the switching power supply. So if we have a continuous flashing light, it means the high voltage area is okay, and probably on the secondary we have like a, yeah, something is not right on the secondary, and flashing, it means not enough power. That's how I see things. Maybe we might have like a solar or about capacitors if it's a lucky case, or something can be the problem. So let's see. We have few screws here. How can I take this out? How do you take this out? Okay. It's not that complicated. Yeah, the power supply is dusty. Oh, the big capacitor was still charged. So this is the other side of the switching power supply. Too much dusty. And the fuse that we checked is here. You see this white thing? And the fuse is good. We do have the big capacitor. It's not shorted. We have the MOSFET here. Like what I said, the problem is not on the high voltage area. On the secondary, we have those diodes. Oh, I think I just found the problem. We have this capacitor. 10 volts, 1000 micro is bought. We have another capacitor, 25 volts, 470. It's got a bump on top. See those capacitor? Capacitors with a bump. Can you see anything under microscope? Can you spot anything? Let's pay attention to the capacitors. Let's check those capacitors. I'll show you which capacitor. This one. Check this capacitor. That is our problem. This one. You see this capacitor, the bump. This. And the other one. You see this with a bump. So we need to replace those capacitors. We need to replace these capacitors. Obvious, that is the problem. Obviously, that is the problem. Ten volts, 1000. Where can I get 10 volts, 1000? Where can I get these values? Ten volts, 1000. I found them. I found them exactly same value. Ten volts, 1000. Now we need 25 volts, 470. 25 volts, 470. $25 volts, 470 on a TV board. What a nice repair on a Saturday. What a nice repair on a Saturday. Just to replace capacitors. And in the lucky case, we found capacitor with the exactly same values. So that's how you fix things. First, you have to deal with what you are seeing before we complicate the repair. We have to deal with what you see. If that doesn't help, we'll move on to the next stage. In our case, what we have seen are the capacitors which fail. Yeah, electrolyte capacitors, they are failing with time. With time they are failing. And there are so many contributing factors why capacitor fail. Overheating, can be one of the reasons. The first one was done. Now we need to replace the second capacitor. The 25 volts. Let's replace the second capacitor with our own capacitor. When replacing capacitor, what is very important is the capacitance. Voltage can be same or higher, but the capacitance should be the same. The capacitance should be the same. Voltage can be equal to or higher, that's less important, but make sure to replace with same capacitance. Why? All our capacitors are in place, and we are ready to test. We are ready to test. Let's put the screws. Let's put all the screws. This was an easy one. I didn't think of getting like capacitors. Like bulk capacitors. I never think of getting something like that. Now we need the monitor. We need the screen actually. We need the screen. That is the screen. Let's put all the connectors. I'm curious to see if we now have a working monitor. Okay. The next thing, we need the frame. We need the top frame. We need the top frame. Let me put all together and then we test once. Let's see now. I just finished putting everything together and it's now time for testing. So I'll plug in the power. We have orange light and it's coming on. You can see the Acer log. No signal, cable not connected, and the screen is faulty. I don't think we have done anything to damage the screen, but I think this is some kind of fault which is being known by the customer. Maybe the customer was using it like this. You can see some lines. The screen is damaged this side. But the most important part is how we are fixing such kind of problem. When you turn on the monitor, actually the monitor was not turning on, but we were just having continuous flashing orange light. It means something is wrong on the switching power supply. In most cases, you found bulged capacitors, like in this case. That was our problem, bulged capacitors. You can see this cable not connected. Our monitor is on. You can turn it off, you can turn it on. Acer log. And everything is fine. So I'll stop this video now. Like, subscribe, don't forget to turn on the notification bell. Yeah, I'll talk with the customer. I think he's aware of the damage on the screen. See you on the next one. Bye.